I've been getting this message, Key Fob battery low. So let's see. I'm going to turn my truck on to here to Key fob not detected. Okay. See, my key fob's right here in the truck with me. So I know there's something squirrely here. I'm going to turn my key fob upside down and see if that works. Yeah, that works. Alright guys, so you saw the problems we had with our key fob out there. So let's take this thing apart and figure out what's wrong with it. I asked my wife how I could improve my videos, and she said, keep your face out of them. Well, that's cold-blooded, huh? So if we just take this out, we can get into the truck with this, right? Even with a dead, completely dead key fob. So we're never stranded with, even though we have a completely dead battery, we're never stranded. Now, the manual mentions a screw right here. There's no screw. There's a slot here. It's a penny slot. I realize there's no pennies left in the world. They've all been put on railroad tracks and squashed. At least that's what we always did with them. But you just pry that open like that, and you get those two pieces like that, and then you pull this apart, and you take that out, and then you got this little rubber piece here. And I realize some key fobs aren't exactly like that. Some have different features, but this particular one is like this. So here's your battery right here. You just pop that out with your fingernail or whatever. This is rubber. In fact, mine's torn a little bit. I've had it open so many times. It's rubber, so you've got to you can peel it down, but so just slip that out of there like that. Like you see the old man with the shaky hand struggling. But anyway, and as I mentioned, this will start the truck without that battery in it. We've done that before, and you can check that link. And but let's measure our let's get our voltmeter in here and measure that that battery just for the hell of it. I'm putting a Duracell in it just because that's what I got. Here's a Panasonic that came out of it. 2.8 volts. So it doesn't take much of, that's a 3 volt, started with 3 volts new. Doesn't take much voltage drop before these things start giving you problems. So that's something to be aware of. Here's a new one going in 3 volts. So let's go ahead and do that. So we just slip it back in, and next, probably the easiest way is to get this over here. The easiest way is to put it in like this, and you just need to make sure that the rubber is all the way seated down, so the other part, you know, fits on it properly, and it is. I can feel it's, you know, you can push on each end and tell that it's fitting properly. And then this piece goes on next, which is just kind of a little housing, I guess you'd call it, and then snap this back on. And that's all there is to it. She's ready to go. We can put our key back in it, and that's it. Done deal. So yeah, I hope this kind of gives you an idea what the inside of this thing looks like without you having to tear yours apart. Probably a good idea to get you one of these at your local supermarket and stick it in your truck somewhere. It's like I said, it's a this is a Duracell, but it doesn't matter as long as it's got the number 2032 on it. That's what counts. And you know, it might not be a bad idea if you're a real organized person, which I'm not, to stick one of these in your glove box or something, because they're so simple to change out. But as I said in that video, and like I said, you can check that link, you can start it by just pressing this against the start button if you've got a button start. And it will start, no battery. And that's what that video was about. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and adios.